Hello, coders. This is Mr. Lurk, and today you are going to use code to code a microbit, which is basically a very small computer that you will be hooking into your Chromebook, and you can code it to make it do different things. Now, today we're just going to play around with the code. It's the block coding that you've been doing in code.org, but now we're actually going to use it to do stuff with. So when you get to the site from Google Classroom, it's going to look like your screen does right now, and you're going to click on New Project. And give it a second to open. And here is your work page that's starting to load up. Over here on the right-hand side where it says Loading Blocks, that's where you're going to drag and drop code that you want to use to code your microbit. Now, you don't have the actual microbit in your hand right now, but it looks like this over here on the left-hand side. There's lots of components to it. We're going to be talking about it, but it's basically a mini computer that you can make do things based on what code you give it to do. All right, so I'm going to click on Basic, and there's all these blocks of code that do all types of different things. Some of them are really easy to understand. Like I'm going to go to Show LEDs. Those are little lights that will light up. So I'm going to drag it. I'm going to put it inside the on start. And I want to code it to do some sort of lighting event when I click start. So let's see, I'm just going to make it say M for Luick. I'm clicking and holding and dragging, or I can just click in each one separately. So there's M for Mike, my first name. All right. And oh, look, this is what will happen when I click start. When I click stop, start over here. All right, so that's pretty basic, but I wanted to do some other stuff. Maybe I wanted to light up M and then L for Luick. So I needed another block of code. And I'm going to drag it, put it here, and make an L. And now when it runs, I'm going to click this play button over here. Click. Yep. And let it load up ML. And it does it one time. Now, if I drag that over to the forever loop, it's going to keep doing it forever, over and over and over. So let me click. Well, it just started doing it automatically. I can stop it, press play, and it's just going to go ML over and over. Maybe I want it to delay a little bit in between the two letters. Well, I need to get the code that does that. Let's see. Oh, here's pause. I'm going to put it in between here. And you got to play with the numbers. So you can play around 1 second. And let's try play and see what happens. And then a pause L. But I think I want another pause after the L. I think that's going to make more sense. So where are you? Here you are. Drag and drop it here. Remember, you can scroll up and down if your code starts to get too big. And let's do another second and see what it looks like now. Ah, that's better. All right. So you can spell things out, kind of like a scrolling sign. You could make it say happy birthday, do all types of stuff. There's lots of other blocks of code that you can use over here. There's music. Let's see. Let's see what this playlist tone is. So maybe after the last pause, play middle C. I can pick which. Oh, there's all the sounds for one beat. All right. So let's see what this does now. Press. It's just showing me I can hook up headphone to it as well. So every time after L, we hear that tone, and you can change it. I can put another one in there, and if you know musical notes, you can make it play music. Three Blind Mice, whatever you think it might be. Let's pause that because that's going to get annoying fast. All right, so there's all types of blocks of code that you can play with here and experiment with. Don't get frustrated. Try different things out. You will also see on your microbit. Let me start all over here. Let's stop it on your microbit. There's an A button and a B button because you can code it to do certain things when you touch those buttons. So when you get the microbit in your hand, that will be a possibility as well. You could try that code out now because you can click on top of it and that'll be the same as touching it when you're just testing it out on your Chromebook. Now, something else you need to know as well is how do you save this code from week to week? Because once you log off, it's gone. So maybe you have some really cool code and you're like, man, I want to use it again. I don't want to lose it. No, don't lose the code. Okay. Well, you have to save it by downloading it onto your Chromebook. So I know you can't quite see it here. It's blocked by these tools. But down here, that purple one does say download. So I'm going to click on it. And you let it load up, and this comes up, download complete, show in folder. It's in my file folder, which is this icon, which is this icon. So I'm going to click on that. I could have also clicked show in folder. And this is the limited memory that your Chromebook has. And I downloaded it, so it's in my download folder. Click on download. And here it is right here. I actually did it twice. I clicked too many times. So I got lots of stuff. Just ignore that. You can't just keep it here because when you log off your Chromebook, it's gone, erased, gone-a-roni. You won't have it to use. You have to get it into your drive. So look how easy it is. You just click and hold, and you drag and drop. Now, what I think you should do before you do that, click on Google Drive over here, and then two-finger touch on your mouse pad or right-click if you have a mouse on top of my drive. And it says new folder. Click on that. And down here you can see, oh, kind of disappeared on me here. Where's my new folder? Ah, it was there for a minute. I'm going to do it again. New folder, and I'm going to name it Microbit. Microbits. That way, anything I make, I'll know where to find it in that folder. So now I go back to my download. Here it is. Click and drag, and I drop it into my microbits. I have to scroll down to mine. I have tons of them. You won't have so many. This is what happens when you turn into an old teacher. Okay, so drag and drop in there. And now the next time I come to class, I can open up my file folder and I can get to my Google Drive from here. I click on Google Drive. I find my microbits folder. There it is. I double click on it and it's going to be in there because we can upload it from the website we are at. All right, so that's it. I want you to experiment a little bit, try lots of stuff here. I'm going to click back home. Oh, I'm going to name it. That would just be a test one for me. You definitely want to name yours. Click back home. There are lots of things down here where I'm scrolling. We are definitely going to get to that, but not this week. This week, I want you to try out just the blocks of code, and then you are going to get the microbit in your hand next week, and you get to have it in your hand, actually get your code onto that microbit. All right, that's it. Good luck. Go get them. Have fun. Code the world.